Hey everybody, thousands of you have watched me use ChatGPT to create one of the best free TradingView indicators out there, and thousands more of you have already downloaded the indicator. But since that time, ChatGPT has improved, and I thought, you know what? We should improve our indicator as well. And I did. So let's get into it and take a look at exactly how I took my one-shot, one-kill indicator and made it even better for you. So many of you know that my indicator is based on the idea that there are certain times during a day when you can catch meaningful trends in indices, in gold, in oil. Now, catching trend is not complicated. We use nothing more than just moving averages to catch trends for 5, 25, 50, even 100 points in indices like Dow, NASDAQ, and in commodities like oil and gold. But we did have one serious weakness. But you know, when you're using moving average crossovers, you're vulnerable to lots and lots of crossover noise until you catch that one big move and ride your way to profit. So I was thinking, is there any possible way for us to truly filter out most of the noise and catch just the juiciest, best, most lucrative, most probable profits out there? And I think I got it. Now, because we use intraday trading, we're timing our trends on the 1-minute chart, the tiniest time frame there is to get ourselves into the earliest possible entry and ride it for as much profit as we can. However, to truly sense the underlying strength or weakness of the market, you need a longer term time frame. So I thought, you know what? Since we're using moving averages, what can we use to help us filter it out? And the idea just suddenly came to me. Of course, MACD. Everybody uses MACD as an indicator. But I thought, what if we used MACD on a longer term time frame to kind of tell us whether the market was in a buy mode or sell mode? And from that information, we could then pick and choose only those signals that dovetailed with the mode that the MACD was showing us. Let me show you how I put it all together. Okay, cool. So here we are in the original Gold Trader code. I've simply just taken the code from over here. We're going to just you click these brackets and you'll see the code itself. I've copied the code. I'm going to copy the code right now and go to my ChatGPT and start a new ChatGPT conversation. I'm going to say to ChatGPT, take a look at this code, at this Pine script code, and modify it so that it turns the screen, the background, green if MACD on 15-minute chart. And the reason I'm going to use a 15-minute chart is because I want a longer-term time frame against a short-term time frame to get a much more meaningful idea where the underlying trend is. On the 15-minute chart is positive and red if negative. Give them a shading of 70%. This will make it a little bit more visible for us. Here is the script. All right, let's see what it's going to do. So let's say, sure, I'll modify the Pine script to include the background shading that turns green if MACD on 15-minute chart is positive, red if it's negative, with shading intensity of 70%. So it's doing all the code. It's rewriting the code as I speak here. Here's doing the MACD calculation right here for us, right? And it's creating the shading for us at 70% right over here. This is the code. It's doing that, all that. Let's let it finish up. I think, is it all done? So logic, and it tells us exactly where everything is done. So all we got to do now is simply copy the code, go in here. Just simply, I'm going to go Control-A, delete this code, add this code, and say save. And hopefully, yep. And here it is. We saved it on the 15-minute chart here. But I think it looks like it made an error. I think it made an error because it looks like it's making MACD. It's not making a calculation on the 15-minute chart. So I think I have to say, I don't think MACD is using 15-minute chart readings, please check. Cool thing about C is not using 15-minute chart. To fix this, we need reference the 15-minute time frame from ACD calculation within the script. Here's the corrected script. By the way, the cool thing about ChatGPT, for people like me who can never spell anything, if you get the word close enough, it totally understands what you're saying. You don't have to be a perfect speller to give it, as long as you're legible. And, that's always a question with me sometimes. Anyways, here it is. It's redoing it for me the way I want it to. It's using it's going to use the 15-minute chart because I want that depth of trend to show up on the indicator. So it's going to use request security to get the 15-minute chart. Let's see if that's going to work. We're going to say copy code. Going to put it in here. Paste it. Save it. Now it should give us much more durable. Yes, now it's giving us much more durable readings. And here's the thing that I want to show you. So, we're using like from 8 o'clock onward as our time frame. What do you notice here? You notice that this is a deep green trend, which means that this buy label that we're looking at, a true buy label, we want to be only taking buy trades as long as this trend is deep green and ignoring all the sell labels, which is perfect. So if we just simply took this particular trade here in gold, boom, 5 points, 10 points, and then we just took the next buy trade, 5 points, and maybe there's another 10 points over here. Yeah, this was a strong underlying buy trend on the MACD, and it helped us avoid unnecessary noise by ignoring the sell label. So now that we got this working, what we want to do is get it to say, or get it to delete any labels that are against the MACD. So we want to say to it, if MACD is positive, don't show any sell labels. If MACD is negative, don't show any buy labels, including the take profit labels that we have here. Okay, but we'll do it one step at a time. First, we're going to get rid of the buy labels and the sell labels, and then we'll take care of any residual target labels that we have over here. So let's do this now. I'm going to go into the code, copy this, go back there, ChatGPT. Let's say, great job. Great job. Now, look at this code. Look at this code and modify it so that if MACD is negative, no buy labels are shown, and reverse for positive. I only want to see the labels that match MACD reading. Okay, here's the script. Let's see if it understands. Okay, here's the upgrade. So to modify, so the buy labels are only shown when MACD is positive, and sell labels are only shown when MACD is negative. Let's see if it's going to do its job here. So it's modifying the script. I like to give it always the script, even though it remembers. You don't have to give it the script; it remembers it. But if you give it the exact script, there's very little chance that it's going to improvise. Sometimes it likes to improvise, so I want to make sure that it doesn't. I want to make sure that it sticks to the original script that it wrote me. So it's going through the rewrite now, and we're going to wait for a second. We're going to see how the rewrite goes. We're going to apply the rewrite and see if the buy and the sell labels have been eliminated. Unnecessary buy and sell labels have been eliminated to make it even easier for us to be able to see what's going on over here. So I'm going to, again, delete this, paste this. I'm going to say save. And boom, look at this. All we got, look how cool this is. All we got is just pure buy labels when MACD is green. And let's scroll through here. Let's see what's going on over here. What day is this? This is Wednesday, the 5th. So let's see. Let's go. What happens on Thursday? So during the key trading time, here's the key trading time. Oh, look at this. Look how cool this is. There's a key trading time. There was lots and lots of noise here. There's lots of false buy signals. So this is where it starts. I think it starts 8 o'clock, right? None of those buy signals register. We got rid of all the buy signals, and now we're only getting the proper sell signal. So we're matching the signal to the MACD territory. Now, there was a buy signal over here when MACD was red, so it didn't register, but that's okay. First of all, we can kind of manually see, oh, look, MACD turned green maybe I should take, I forget the moving average crossover, I could just manually take the trade as long as it breaks the higher moving average and just simply ride it this way. So you have that, modification. But the cool thing is it just gets rid of all that noise. Look how neat it is. It's just basically now absolutely clean, crystal clear trades, right? All right, so the cool thing about this particular indicator is it's not good just for gold. It's good for many, many other instruments. For example, you can trade NASDAQ 100 with it. So we want to take it to the next level here with ChatGPT. We want to make this a general use indicator. First of all, we want to change the name of this from, I think, Gold Trader to just calling it, let's say, Trend Trader. Just make the whole thing as Trend Trader, because I think this way will give us a more general use of the name. So we'll just call it Trend Trader. First of all, that doesn't really require ChatGPT. We'll just change the name, save it over here. But more importantly, and we'll say save. Oh, sorry, short title. We need to put this into a Trend Trader over here, so that it shows up as Trend Trader over here, nice and clean. But more importantly, what we would like ChatGPT to do is to create a series of preset stops and suggested stops and targets for, let's say, NASDAQ, US 30, and maybe the German 40. So I'm going to create the additional code and ask GPT to basically give the user set options that will then be able to modify the stops and the targets that we want on the code. So let's see if we can do this correctly in ChatGPT. I'm going to take this code. We're going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to say, this is great so far. Let's do one final modification. Please create a series of user-based option drop-down menus. Again, ignore my typing. For the following instruments: US 30, NDX 100, and German 40. And let's say we'll make gold also, and gold. Please make the following target 1 and target 2 values: US 30, 50 and 100, NDX 100, 25 and 50, German 40, 25 and 50, gold 5 and 10. And here is the code. All right, let's see if we can modify this for us and do the job. Here. Okay, it's using input string function, and let's see if it's going to be able to, let's see how it's going to come out on the user end. I literally have not seen this functionality, so it should be really interesting to see if it's able to do exactly what I want it to do. Script said, drop-down menu for selected instrument automatically sets the target 1 values based upon the selected instrument. The rest of the script logic remains the same. Ooh, let's see if this is really going to do that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Copy code. Going to go in here, select this, delete this, paste this, save. Okay, now we're going to go into Trend Trader in here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. US 30. So we're in NASDAQ 100, right? Let's choose NASDAQ 100. Let's see if it's going to give me the right stops and targets. It does. Now let's go to US 30, because remember, US 30 is going to be different stops and targets. It's going to be 50, 100. Let's see if it's going to change those. Oh, it does. Look at that. See, change it to a 50, 100. You actually don't see it. Here's 100. Here's the 50. Here's the 100. So it totally changes those targets for you properly. Oh, wow. Look how nice that is. Okay, what about, let's go to gold, right? And we wanted gold to be 5 and 10. Let's see if we can select that. We're going to say gold. And where's gold? Over here. Today is the 10th, so let's go backwards a couple of days here. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Sells, buys, and tends. The proper sells actually creates the proper sell structure here for buys and tends. Now, we're going to use the same day. This is Friday, right? Let's go to US 30 because it's going to be the extreme here because that's a 5100. Look at that. And it changes to 5100, so I know exactly when to use it. And here it is. It takes a buy trade right over here during our key time, makes 50 points, and tells us perfectly how it does it. So, magic of ChatGPT does it again. We now not only have the ability to filter by trend and by MACD, but now the ease of use. You don't have to think twice about how much targets, how much stops there. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed the second walk through ChatGPT. This is now a new and improved ChatGPT with even better indicators. And the indicator that we created is a true one-shot, one-kill indicator that allows you to pick one trade in each instrument per day and ride it for up to 100 points of profit. I hope you guys find it as useful as I do. The download is in the link below. Everybody enjoy it. I'll see everybody in the markets. In the meantime, make sure to trade with us and make sure to trade prop with us because both of those things are going to be totally possible with the indicator that I created for you. I'll see you guys in the markets. Boris Schlossberg, over and out.